I don't know about the what rumors, right? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this,
YK. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't
Why
never heard
somebody
this
say
one.
that?
Yeah, because you. That's the. Nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
So
saying
here
that.
goes envy.
They said he said he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah,
What?
I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I just wanna die. That's what I wanna do. I wanna die. That's what I wanna do. I wanna just crash out right now and just like this like life. I swear to God.
YK Osiris can no longer avoid the spotlight as his past involvement with Diddy has resurfaced, exposing him in a major way. His child's mother recently leaked some shocking recordings that reveal far more than anyone anticipated, including footage connecting YK Osiris and Diddy shortly after a secret Jamaica trip they thought was long forgotten. Let's revisit that trip because this is where everything began. Back in 2021, YK was struggling. He went on Instagram admitting he had to sell all his cars, his Lamborghini, Rolls Royce, even his Cadillac. He claimed the hardship had humbled him.
Yes, man. I sold my Lamborghini. I sold my Rolls Royce. I sold my Cadillacs. Yes, sirski. I ain't gonna lie. This thing humble yourself. I ain't gonna cap to you. Got a floss for you niggas, bro. Thank God, I ain't got a floss for you niggas, man.
And everyone believed him. He appeared to be focused on staying under the radar and rebuilding financially. But then, out of nowhere, he surfaced at a luxury villa in Jamaica, living lavishly. YK tried to downplay it as a solo getaway, but then he slipped up. He reposted a photo of Diddy swimming shirtless in the exact spot where he had recently shared his own photos. On top of that, he uploaded an image of himself receiving a naked massage, captioning it about listening to Diddy and enjoying fresh fruit.
Come on. As we proceed to get what you need, you know that your body goes bad boy. Don't talk, play. I have a little sexy style. What do you think you are? You're like a company.
He also shared a picture where he was leaning over a fruit platter, appearing to be served like royalty. Based on the camera angle, many suspected that Diddy was the one taking the picture.
Wagwan, man.
This resembled the situation when Meek Mill was recorded calling Diddy daddy. People questioned it. Why would a grown man refer to another grown man like that unless something unusual was happening behind the scenes?
Camera. Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
There was speculation that Diddy financed the entire trip. This wasn't just a friendly getaway. It seemed sponsored. That's Winnie K's baby mama entered the conversation and made a bold claim in her post. Stop asking me what happened. I caught him with a man. Suddenly, everything started to connect. And she didn't stop there. She strongly hinted that she has video evidence recordings from that Jamaica trip that could reveal everything. Rumors suggest she's prepared to release them. If you've been following Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, you know this isn't the first time people have mentioned compromising footage. Word has it there's an entire collection of damaging videos, famous names, extreme behavior, all linked to Diddy's questionable inner circle.
That again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but the shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood.
Later, YK appeared on The Breakfast Club to address the situation. But as soon as Charlemagne mentioned the boy toy rumors, the atmosphere changed drastically. YK became visibly uncomfortable, avoided eye contact, and kept pulling on. his hoodie like a child caught in a lie. He verbally denied the allegations, laughing in an attempt to deflect. But his body language told a different story, suggesting there may be some truth behind the claims.
I don't know about the what rumors, right? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't about to say on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy
You
what?
and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this,
YK. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know that?
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Yeah, because nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I'm not
So
saying
here
that.
goes Envy.
They said he said he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah,
What?
I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I was in
YK
Jamaica
Osiris
with
in
him.
Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
See?
So you talk about Diddy new boy toy, YK Osiris. Why you did this to Diddy, man? It's messed up, man.
Nah,
Why you even bring that up,
I'm
Envy?
just asking about rumors so he can clear it up. That's what the breakfast was.
I didn't even
You
know
think he
that.
needed
That
to
ain't
clear
nothing
that
that needs to
up?
be cleared up.
Who believed
That
that?
ain't nothing to be cleared
That's why I
up.
say I don't know what happened about that.
Bro,
He looked like he was mentally replaying whatever happened in Jamaica, and it clearly wasn't a pleasant memory. You could see he was shaken. In Hollywood, when someone reacts that strongly to a rumor, it's usually because there's some truth behind it, and just when it seemed like the story was complete, Drake's name entered the conversation. He's often been surrounded by speculation, with people questioning his private life but never producing solid evidence. Then, an old clip resurfaced where Drake pressured YK to sing after losing a $60,000 bet. But the way it played out, the tone, the body language didn't seem like friendly teasing. It came across more like control, as if he was issuing a reminder rather than a request.
You owe me 60 bands, and you have to perform the song right now in the crib. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? I'm giving you an out. I'm not Baby. I'm not Boosie. You don't owe me no 2 rags, 5 rags. You owe me 60 bands. I'm playing the song right now. You ready? I need a full. You don't owe me no money right now. I swear. I need a full performance though. The real shit though. I'm serious.
You just gotta be ready.
One viewer summed it up directly: Drake just made the biggest power move I've ever seen. When you connect all the pieces, YK's financial issues, the luxury trip, the link to Diddy, his baby mama's claims, the tapes, his uncomfortable Breakfast Club appearance, and now Drake's involvement, it becomes clear that this is more than just bad publicity. It appears to be a complicated network of influence, secrecy, and pressure that's on the verge of being exposed. If those tapes are ever released, many so-called boys' trips could be seen in a very different light YK Osiris seems to have. Being caught up in something far more complex than most people realize. What originally looked like simple clout-chasing strange posts, awkward interviews, and hanging out with major names like Drake and Diddy now seems like he was drawn into something darker, something he may not have fully grasped until it was too late to back out. Everyone remembers those clips of YK being teased, the sit-ups on the private jet.
You struggling? You struggling? With them push-ups?
The desperate singing after losing a $60,000 bet, Drake's subtle digs, and even the haircut resembling the Certified Lover Boy album cover. Even the owl tattoo on YK's leg, symbolizing Drake's OVO brand, contributed to an image of YK being treated more like a mascot than an equal. The overall atmosphere felt uncomfortable, as if he had little control over the situation. That didn't seem like genuine friendship, it looked like a display of power. One commenter put it bluntly: "This is starting to feel strange. YK really looks like a kept boy out here." Another added, "It's like a humiliation ritual." Some disturbing things are happening behind the scenes that we don't see. Unfortunately, it didn't end there. YK eventually broke down during a live stream. He openly said he didn't want to continue living. He admitted feeling used, broke, and hollow inside. He spoke of being haunted by demons, explaining that the music industry wasn't fulfilling him emotionally or financially. As he put it, the industry isn't real. The love isn't real. Even the people are fake.
I just want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to crash out right now and just like this like life. I swear to God. It is, man. This industry is not what you think it is. Don't let these people fool you, man. Before in this social media, I'm gonna give y'all a little background of me, man. Like, my life is not perfect, man. Don't think because I'm on Instagram showing this, showing that, I don't got a perfect life either. And I want you to understand that just because all these rappers show all this money and show all this fame, don't think their life is good. It's not. These people are always faking and let you know that this is not what y'all want. Do something that's low key. Do something that can help you out, other than being a target or a flashy. Cause God can take this away from you real quick, and it's not a blessing from God. And I tell people that 24/7, this is the devil's game. It is not. This is not no God's game.
And let's be clear, that wasn't for show. That was genuine pain pouring out. His voice was sincere, a clear sign of someone truly struggling. He said, "Don't bring up Drake or Lil Baby. They don't mess with me anymore." He explained that he has no friends, no team, no support, just himself, alone and broken. YK openly criticized the music industry for what it really is. He pointed out how rappers claim blessings from God while secretly engaging in entirely different practices. He didn't even need to name it. Everyone already understood the implication. All the luxury, the yachts, the vacations with other powerful men, there's always a price. And it's not just financial, it's spiritual. YK admitted he's in the business to provide for his family, but it doesn't sit right with him. He described the music industry as a trap, one that drives people to self-destruction, popping pills, battling depression just to maintain a happy image for the cameras. Behind it all, there's a system that exploits young artists, building them up, draining them, and discarding them once they're no longer useful. At this point, Diddy's name resurfaced. If anyone symbolizes that machine, it's him. The yacht parties, the private trips, the leaked videos, lawsuits, silence, and constant rumors about artists being sponsored, flown out, showered with gifts, and ultimately controlled. It all fits the pattern. And who introduced YK to Diddy? Ray J. Yes, Ray J. He appeared at YK's birthday, delivering motivational lines about creativity and brainstorming. But YK's reaction was different. He didn't seem happy. His body language suggested he was being managed rather than celebrated.
DR! We live in the DR!
Hey, listen.
Happy birthday, my Happy birthday, my. You know what I'm saying? We out here making sure we celebrate the homie B-Day. And then also, like, there's a lot of bags to get when you brainstorming amongst a lot of creative minds. So we all tapped in.
The man standing behind Ray J was even getting more camera attention than YK himself. It was as if YK had become background scenery, no longer treated like a person. This circles back to what YK's child's mother revealed. She says she caught him with a man and mentioned possessing tapes. According to sources, this connects directly to that Jamaica trip, the same trip where Diddy was present and where YK was seen receiving massages, enjoying fruit, and living extravagantly. None of it makes sense unless you begin asking serious questions. Who financed that trip? Why is YK consistently surrounded by men with significant power and questionable reputations? Why does he repeatedly face public humiliation while appearing emotionally drained in private? And then there's Sloan Bella, the psychic. Normally, people might dismiss such commentary, but this time, her words resonated. She wasn't speaking about misconducts, she was addressing rituals, about energy being extracted.
And I'm gonna put it this way, once she ended up dead, okay, Kim Porter, when she died, and they use the word dead wrong, because when we pass out of this physical existence, we are not dead. Dead is the absence of God in your life. So to step away from God, okay, and your soul is to be dead, we pass out of our physical body, as Kim did. But it's interesting because after she first passed, I am seeing this, after she first passed, she didn't really understand what happened to her, which is not uncommon. And I feel like P. Diddy tried to hook into that energy to keep her energy close to him here so that he could kind of where her energy.
She talked about how human beings are used to maintain the power and wealth of the elite. According to her, Kim Porter was writing a book on this before she passed away. Kim allegedly discovered the ritualistic side of it, explaining that it wasn't just about being on the down low, it involved draining people spiritually. Let's pause for a moment, because when you review YK's timeline, it begins to fit. Before he became deeply involved, he was releasing singles and receiving industry support. Now, he's nearly invisible. His Instagram lives often show him crying, his interviews feel lifeless, and his eyes appear vacant as if his true self has been hollowed out, leaving only an empty shell. One user summed it up by saying, YK Osiris woke up, but once you sign with the devil, there's only one way out: blood in, blood out. The music industry is controlled by billionaire gangs. Another observer noted that while YK smiles often and has a beautiful smile, none of it feels genuine. His smile seems like a mask covering his pain. Meanwhile, Diddy's empire seems to be barely holding together. And if the rumors are accurate, YK Osiris might be the one to bring everything crashing down. Reports suggest YK wasn't merely present in the background. He may have been directly involved in some of those exclusive, secretive parties. And these weren't just typical Hollywood after parties. These were on another level, involving ritualistic chaos. In these spaces, the powerful enter with clean hands and leave with stains. Accounts describe these events as horror stories held openly but under strict security. Phones were confiscated at the door, and certain rooms were restricted to only a select group.
A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in the new interview with new allegations about wild parties and use.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, ketamine, Molly. Those requests started to become more frequent.
And if you were allowed inside, you were either part of the performance or the entertainment itself. One of the most vocal critics of what allegedly happened is Ailey Carter. She's been speaking out against Diddy even before the lawsuits became public headlines.
Justin Bieber must speak about this, you guys. He's apparently unfollowed all of his closest Hollywood managers, even the bodyguard, in a sign that some people are saying is more evidence of the Diddy fallout.
At first, many dismissed her as simply chasing clout, but over time, her account started aligning with other testimonies. Ailey claims she was treated like a party favor while still underage. She says she was passed around by powerful men without any protection or choice, surrounded by onlookers who either watched or participated.
I was a party favor.
What does that mean?
I was a party favor. I was somebody you could take off the table.
So you're telling me they set children?
I set children on a table.
Like when you go to a birthday party and they have gift bags for everybody that comes that have candy and toys in them, and they set them on the table. So you're telling me at the freak off parties, they put children on the table instead of gift bags.
Now, if YK was present for any of that, whether it happened once or multiple times, it raises some uncomfortable questions. Was he deceived, pressured, or did he willingly walk in thinking he was simply building connections with influential people, only to later realize he was involved in something much darker? Some believe he was a willing participant. One commenter stated, "I don't feel bad for him. Most people in the industry know who Diddy really is, yet they still follow him for fame and fortune." Let's be honest, people like Diddy aren't hosting parties just for entertainment. It's all about control. Once they make you feel secure and pull you in deep, they have ownership over you. They collect footage, hold leverage, and have multiple ways to keep you silent. And that might explain YK's recent behavior, the crying, the emotional outbursts, the desperation. He seems to be carrying a heavy burden. Rumors suggest that YK may be ready to speak out. Allegedly, he holds receipts, messages, contracts, and possibly even audio recordings. And as we know, once someone loses their status, the protection fades. They become expendable. That's when mistakes happen and information begins to leak. But here's the harsh reality. Whenever someone gets close to exposing this powerful inner circle, something usually happens. They overdose. They disappear. They're found after mysterious solo trips. It feels like a pattern of warning, as if someone is cleaning house before the truth can fully surface. So now, the question isn't just about what YK knows. The real concern is whether he'll survive long enough to reveal it. Because if he breaks, If those tapes emerge, if he starts naming names, this won't only implicate Diddy. It will trigger a chain reaction. Was YK a victim or a willing participant who ended up being manipulated? And if he truly has evidence, what's stopping him from releasing it? Is it fear, loyalty, or something even darker? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss this because this story is far from finished. And if those tapes are real, who's next?